Cause mama, I'm in love with a criminal. Listen, apparently Criminal by Britney Jean Spears has hit the top 10 on Brazilian iTunes following the news of Justin Timberlake being arrested and charged with a DWI. Shout out to the Brazilian Britney Spears fans. Y'all are ruthless, y'all are shady, and I love shade. So here's the official mugshot that just dropped from Justin Timberlake's DWI arrest. Just as a refresher, TMZ broke the news that he was actually arrested in Sag Harbor, New York, after leaving the hotel that he was hanging out with his friends called the American Hotel. So he hopped into his car and he actually didn't make it very far. He was only driving for about a mile, which is like a minute or two before the police pulled him over. Apparently, Justin Timberlake ran a stop sign, which is super dangerous. I actually recently saw a video about people who did something like they egged a car of somebody and then they wanted to get away and they ran a stop sign. Guess what happened? The car that was coming in the opposite direction T-boned them and they flipped and span out of control. And I imagine they had some very gruesome injuries because that car was totaled, right? And they said that they also observed the car swerving. I actually do have footage of that car. I don't have any footage of him being pulled over or anything like that, but I do have the footage of the car rolling down the street. And I want to know if you guys observe any swerving or anything like that. I personally do not. That's not to say that I do not believe the police. They're the ones who were there. I was not. But I'm just saying that in the video, I did not observe anything like that, although I definitely do take their word for it. So I just want to point out Justin Timberlake's eyes in this mugshot, right? So apparently he told the cops he only drank one martini, but these eyes, are giving a lot more than just one martini. Justin, you were a grown man of a particular age. One martini is not going to have you looking like this, boo. This looks like 3, 4, 5 martinis, honey. This just your eyes do not just get bloodshot like this off of one martini. Unless, listen, maybe he was exhausted. He rubbed his eyes after he drank that martini. He said, let me skedaddle, go back home before things get ugly. I don't know, but I'm inclined to believe that he's lying. All right. So, anyway, again, this is TMZ.com that I am sourcing for this story. They have a video of his car. So let's take a look at what that looks like. And please let me know in the comment section if you observe any swerving. So this first car is not his. The one coming up is going to be Justin's car to the right. Ding, ding, ding. Let's see. You know what? I did see the wheel turn a little bit to adjust, but it wasn't anything crazy that I would personally notice if I weren't like specifically looking for it based off of the commentary coming out about this story. Okay, so let's take a look at this happening again. Voila. So there you have it. Justin Timberlake's car headed down the street shortly before he was pulled over, tested, and arrested for a DWI. So the cops say that they did not believe what he said about drinking just one martini because he had bloodshot or glassy eyes, a strong odor of alcohol on his breath, slowed speech, etc., according to them. They also reportedly gave Justin Timberlake a field sobriety test and he failed it. Again, one martini is not going to make a grown ass man fail a sobriety test, you guys. Something was up. I feel like, there was a little bit more at play here, perhaps more glasses, perhaps different substances. I do not know. And the sources that TMZ had on the scene also said that Justin refused to take a breathalyzer test, which is very smart. The employers typically advise people to avoid taking those breathalyzer tests. Okay, so I do think that that was a very smart move on his part. And then at this point, the cops handcuffed Justin, and the rest is history. So he actually had friends with him there. So I'm wondering, like, was he driving his friends or something like that? Because they tried to intervene. claimed that Justin truly did only have one pink martini. But nope, the cop said, absolutely not. We are going to book you, and that is that. So he actually spent the entire night in jail before he was arraigned the next morning. Honestly, I imagine that must have been super duper scary for him. I can't imagine spending a night in jail. I would be terrified. And I don't even live in the what the hell was going on with the eyebrows here? Now what is that? Because you can see that his eyebrows arch down here, but you know what? Let me move my squirrel brain over. But Justin lives in the lap of luxury, you guys. He lives well. I'm sure that his mattress was you stuffed with hand plucked feathers and everything like that. 2 million thread count Egyptian cotton bamboo meth sheets and everything. To go from that to the, flimsy jailhouse bed that has been used by a million people before you, that must have been traumatic for him. So yeah, that's a lot that he actually had to stay the night in jail. But I'm not saying I feel bad for him. I really don't like when people do things like this, right? Supposedly drive while they are under the influence, especially rich people. You don't have to worry about going broke, paying for a taxi, paying for an Uber, paying for a Lyft, paying for a Bolt. So why wouldn't you do it? You had friends with you. Why couldn't one of your friends drive on your behalf? Oh, you were all drunk? Uber pool. Something like that. You did not have to allegedly do this. So I really don't have any sympathy. I want to make that clear. I'm just saying that for someone like him, that must have been really traumatic spending a night in jail. They couldn't even import a proper bed for him because it was so last minute. Anyway, Justin is due back in court on July 26th, which is just in 8 days from now, in order to answer to his charges. Do I think he's going to serve any further jail time from this? Absolutely not. But listen, I hope this is a learning experience for him, just like this, image of his block brow led to a learning experience. These days, they're a little bit better. They're more curved and everything like that. And that he will make better choices moving forward, allegedly, if he indeed is guilty of driving while under the influence. Meanwhile, guys, go ahead, follow the Brazilian Britney fans and stream Criminal. Keep it up there on them iTunes charts, you guys, because this is just such an apt opportunity. Mama, I'm in love with a criminal. Guys, how do you feel about this story? Honestly, the way my jaw dropped when I heard about it this afternoon, it was the last thing that was on my mind. First of all, Justin Timberlake, let alone Justin Timberlake being arrested. Then, especially Justin Timberlake being arrested for a DWI. Wow, I am shook, I am shocked, and I am disappointed in you, Justin. But listen, it is what it is at the end of the day. What's done is done, and all we can do is continue to follow the story to see how it eventually pans out. Again, I do not see Justin Timberlake serving any jail time. I do not see him paying any fines. I see this entire case actually eventually getting dismissed or something like that, but who knows? Time will tell. Okay. Anyway, let me know what you think, guys, in the comment section down below. And as usual, we'll chat. That's all for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.